Hey guys, Chavira here. Today I want to show you the exact meta ad that so far has brought in a $41,000 kitchen project, a few other smaller kitchens on top of that, all from $2,300 spent on ads. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set this whole thing up and how you can run the exact same thing to get more kitchen jobs for your remodeling business. Let's get into it. So if this is your first time running ads ever, the first thing that you need to do is go to adsmanager.facebook.com. If you don't have an account, you have to create one using your personal Facebook profile. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go to where it says create. You're going to click on leads for the campaign objective. You're going to click continue, and then you're going to see these three things, which is how Facebook ads are structured. And by the way, when I say Facebook ads, quick reminder that it includes both Facebook and Instagram ads. And there are ways where you can separate one from the other just so you know which of the two platforms actually makes you more money. Like I have explained in other videos, the three layers for meta ads are the campaign layer, which is the first layer that contains everything. And I like to separate campaigns depending on the service that I'm running. For example, this is a kitchen jobs campaign. Therefore, I'm going to name this kitchen leads campaign. Inside of the campaign, you're going to have the ad set layer, which is the small group that's going to hold the actual individual ads that you're going to be running that people are going to be seeing, right? In the campaign layer, there's not much that you need to move or change other than the budget strategy. Right now it's set to campaign budget. You're going to want to set this to ad set budget. It's just going to give you more control in terms of testing different ad creatives. Then moving on to the ad set layer, you're going to want to change the conversion location to where it says single. And then there's two options. You can either send people to a website or you can send people to a form that they can fill out to tell you about their project without having to leave the app. The website is going to give you less leads, but the leads that you're going to get are going to be more qualified. The instant forms are going to get you way more leads, but you're going to have to separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit more because you are going to get more people that are just not going to be super qualified yet. I recommend doing forms to start out with. You're gonna select your Facebook page in here, and then you're gonna be able to choose a budget. I recommend you start out with $30 to $50 per day. And if you set everything up like I'm showing you right now, you should be expecting anywhere between $10 to $20 cost per lead and around a 20 to 30% qualification rate, meaning out of 10 leads, 2 or 3 are actually gonna be worth your time. So you're looking at anywhere between $30 to $60, $30 to $75 per qualified lead that you can then go ahead and book in-home appointments with. And if you have a 30% conversion rate, you're going to be spending $300 to $600 to get in front of 10 people that want to do their kitchen, and you can realistically expect to close 2 or 3 of them. So now you can start seeing how these sort of campaigns can be super profitable for you. I recommend you keep one ad inside of each ad group, and every time that ad stops working, you can just turn off the whole ad set or ad group instead of just like chucking 3 or 5 different ads inside of the same ad group, because when you do that, Facebook is just going to start spending on like just 1 or 2 of the videos and is going to forget the other ones just because they're not performing as well as the other 2, right? But in reality, Facebook cannot really determine the quality of the leads that you're going to be getting based on which ad, meaning it's best to just have one ad per ad group, and that way you're actually spending the same amount of money in every single video or picture that you're testing, forcing Facebook to actually spend that money on every single one of the ads that you're going to be running, so that you're actually running a fair test between every single one of them. And if any of them gets too expensive, you can just turn off that specific ad, and the ones that are actually working, getting you in front of people that are actually worth your time and they're doing that consistently, and you're getting $10 to $20 cost per lead, you can just duplicate that ad or start spending more on that specific ad set without that money being sent to the other ads because you put them all inside of the same ad group. I hope that made sense. If this is a little bit too confusing, don't worry. For now, just focus on putting one ad inside of each ad group. And this is how you do this. So before we move on to the actual ad creation, you're just gonna scroll down to where it says audience and to where it says locations. And you're gonna wanna search your specific location here. Let's say you live in Los Angeles. You're gonna click on that where it says city. Make sure you don't click neighborhood or anything like that. It's gonna show a radius. Just make sure the radius is actually showing in the areas that you actually service. That's it. And then remove any other locations that you might have. You keep going down. Now placements, click to where it says platforms, and you're gonna wanna turn down audience network, and you're only gonna wanna leave Instagram and Facebook on. Now, you're gonna have more settings in here in terms of what you can control for the audience. You can set a minimum age, you can set a language, interest, like people who like cats that are like 25 years old and they have been looking at kitchen remodeling articles in the past month or so. Now, if this was a few years ago, I would actually tell you exactly what to set up here and what works best. But honestly, for the past few years, the thing that works the best is just to leave everything broad, let Facebook do its thing. At this point, they have so much information about us that they're able to just put your ad in front of a bunch of people and figure out which are the people that are actually responding to that, exactly how you want them to respond. And they're getting more and more efficient as the time goes by. So don't touch anything on there, and let's actually move on to the ad level. You're gonna select your Facebook page in here and your Instagram page. You have to connect both of those. Now, you're gonna scroll down to where it says create ad, and it's gonna give you two options. It's gonna tell you that you can either do an image or a video or a carousel. Image or video, pretty self-explanatory. Carousels, it's like a post with different cards, and there's a picture in each one of those cards. Now, depending on the content that you have, you can test different versions of this. You can do stuff like a before and after of a kitchen you have done recently. You can do a before and after video of a kitchen that you've done recently. You can just pull out your phone and record yourself, something like, hey guys, my name is so-and-so from this company. If you want to remodel your kitchen, you can always reach out to us. This is how we work. These are the projects that we have done. Show a little bit of your personality on there and mention the things that are going to make you different from all the other people that can do a kitchen remodel in your area. Usually those type of videos work pretty well. You can come up with like 2 or 3 different versions of ads that you can do. Just do one of them per ad group. Let us spend $30 each, and you should find one that starts working pretty well. Now, you also have to create your headlines and the text that's going to go along with the ad. Instead of just telling you here, I'm just going to show you the actual ad that we've been running for the past few months that we have already closed a $41,000 kitchen from it. And with the same campaign, we actually closed a $79,000 job from it, but it was from a different ad. In this case, I'm going to show you the one that brought us the $41,000 project, the text that we use, the premise, and the fundamentals behind it, so you get a little bit of a better idea of what sorts of ads you can create. So as you can see, there's 2 groups in here, right? There's the Facebook version of it and there's the Instagram version of it. That's something you can do if you want to separate the 2 ad sets. We just wanted to do this because we just wanted to see which one performed the best, but as you can see, both of them are pretty similar. We have gotten 137 leads from Facebook and 142 leads from the one from Instagram, and about an $8 cost per lead on each one of them, and we have spent pretty much an identical amount on each one of them. $1,165 for the one on Facebook and $1,064 from the one on Instagram. So the Instagram one is performing like a little tiny bit better, but they're pretty much identical. So this is what the ad looks like.
Okay, listen. If your kitchen still looks like this, it might be time for a change. My name is and we help homeowners turn their outdated kitchens into spaces they will actually enjoy using. A lot of people assume that remodeling has to break the bank, but it's not really true. So big companies charge crazy prices because they've got massive overhead fees like office staff, TV commercials, billboards, and yeah, that cost gets passed on to you. We do things differently. So we're a local family run crew that keeps it lean. So more of your budget goes into top quality materials, not fluff. And right now we're running a special. If your kitchen is 5 or more years older and you're open to us taking some before and after photos of the project, you'll get these bonuses for your remodel. So if your kitchen looks like this and you'd rather it look like this, or even this, tap the button below, fill out the form, and we'll reach out to see if you qualify.
So a couple things here. First off, super organic. As you can see, we have no background music. We don't have any funny sounds or anything like that. That's one of the reasons why these ads work so well, right? Like, keep in mind, I always talk about humanizing yourself as much as possible before you step foot in the estimate. When people see stuff like this, they start to get an idea of what it's going to be like to work with you, right? So if they see someone that seems genuine, seems honest, someone that seems to have a good personality, then that's the first association that they're going to have with your company, right? And so whether it is yourself recording these ads or you have someone that can help you record these ads, that's just something to keep in mind. Like, just be genuine, be authentic, no fluff, and always test a bunch. Like, we got this variation after testing versions of this ad with music, with no music, with B-roll, no B-roll, with a bunch of different persons recording this ad. I have recorded ads that look like this, and then eventually your results keep getting better and better and better. But the main thing that has gotten us like a $41,000 project, another one that's about 25, and the $79,000 project that we got from this same campaign, but just a different ad. It's not just the ad, but it's also what happens after the ad, right? How fast are you reaching out to the leads after they come in? What are you saying? How fast are you able to qualify them to determine whether they're actually a good fit for your company or whether they're just shopping around? And then what follow-up systems do you have in place to be able to do this? Do they get reached out automatically? If they don't pick up the phone the first time, do you call them a second time, a third time, a fourth time? And all these systems that are super crucial to be able to make ads work in 2026. If you want to watch a video of me actually breaking down all the systems, I'm gonna link it right here. You can go click on it. And if you have any questions about this specific setup, or if you're trying to set it up yourself and you get stuck somewhere, you can always just leave it in the comments and I'm happy to reach out. And also, if you don't really have the time to be able to set this up, or you just don't want to deal with it, you can always click the first link in the description. It's just a link of how my company can help you set everything up and actually consistently and predictably start getting in front of people that are not going to waste your time, that are going to have the money to spend. And overall, if you want to grow the business and you don't want to have to worry about where the next job is going to come from, you can click that first link and book a call where you can have a conversation to see if this is something that we can potentially help you out with. Other than that, if you like the video, you can give it a like. You can subscribe so that YouTube starts recommending you more videos like this. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.